Hey, good morning, Facebook. Hey, first and foremost, I want to do this because I suck at this. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. I'm so terrible of not wishing people happy birthday. It's like days after where I'll say, I'm like, oh no, I forgot to wish them happy birthday. So happy birthday. Make it an amazing day. Declare this is going to be your year to prosper in. That kind of leads me into my message today. By the way, sometimes I revert back to second grade, Rachel, because I had a speech impediment and I was in speech. They put me in speech class. My mom put me in speech class because I had a speech impediment. So who just joined? Oh, hi, Patty. I love you. I miss you. Anyways, Patty and I go way back. Patty's blessed my life so much. I love that lady. But anyway, so I take you back 10 real. See, I'm still doing it. I had a speech impediment, and so they put me in speech class, and I couldn't say my R's, so I was Rachel Swayton, and that never leaves me. I still see Mr. Wardley, who lived down the street, and every time I see him, still to this day, he says, "Hi, Rachel Swayton." But anyways, so that's kind of second grade Rachel. But the message I want to give to you today is, you know, the attacks on your life aren't because of your past. The attacks on your life are for who you might be in the future. And for me to for you to understand kind of where I am today, I have to take you back 10 years, okay, of where I was 10 years ago when I said yes to Jesus, okay? So 10 years ago, this was my life. My life was, I had 4 children. I just had my youngest, Carly. Our house was just utter chaos. It was just, I was on the hamster wheel of life. I was actually, you know, I was just praying for those times that I got to lay my kids down for a nap and really looking forward to the time when I would put them to bed at night. Just going through the motions, driving to work, you know, on the days, and I'd have my kids in the back seat, putting them in daycare. And I just remember I had one of those moments where I'm driving and I'm just, the song, There's Gotta Be Something More comes on, where it says, Monday, hard to wake up, fill my coffee cup, I'm out the door. So that song was playing and I was like, oh my gosh, it said, there's gotta be something more. And that's why, that was my, oh my gosh, there has to be something more. And so I remember October 2006 was when I was baptized and I started my journey being with Jesus, and, you know, met my spiritual mom, my spiritual parents, you know, Mike and Carolyn Schlatter. She actually led the Followers Life class that I went through, a 12-week course that I just really fell in love with Jesus and started doing the discipline of, you know, meeting with Jesus every day in the Word, in the Bible, doing Bible studies, because she was doing that. And I just wanted what she had, and that was just peace and joy and just this light in her. And so that's when I started. And so the attacks, you know, will start coming at that point. So just, you know, kind of fast forward through, you know, so many attacks on us in our marriage and just me personally, and then physically, you know, health-wise, and, you know, brought me to fitness training, you know, competing in fitness, which led me into fitness training. I fell in love with that, fell in love with helping people. But then I missed my kids' life. You know, I opened the training business and it was amazing and I loved it. But I was like missing my kids' life. You know, they were in daycare. I was missing ball games, and I was just there, you know, 12 hours a day, helping all these other women achieve their physical goals, and helping them, hopefully, spiritually, because that's just who I was. But I just knew there was more. You know, I knew there was more, and it's and I come back to this A.W. Tozer quote, and I'm going to read it because I don't want to butcher it, but it says, "We can be in our day what the heroes of faith were in their day, but remember at the time that they didn't know they were heroes." So, you know, 10 years ago, I just thought that was it for me, you know, just to work for a company, build their business. You know, I was a marketing director, which kind of makes sense now because I'm a personable person. I love people. Didn't necessarily love them then, so I was totally faking it. But I knew that the attacks on my life, because he was telling me that I was going to be a hero. And so that is kind of my journey, and now to where I'm at is that is my mandate right now is to help women become heroes, right? And to find their strength, and just to know that strength is for service and it's not for status, right? So my own strength has always been for service and not for status. And although I used to chase that, to be honest with you, I was chasing it. You know, it was to be noticed and recognized, because I spent my whole life trying to please people in my life to recognize me, because I just didn't get that, you know. But so I know that it's Jesus is all I need to please, right? And so that's been a life changer for me. So I'm actually writing a new book right now. It's a Bible study, an in-depth Bible study, and kind of throwing around the name of it because my ministry that I just started is Women at the Well. And I'm very passionate about that because that was me, the woman at the well. But I also just had, like, you know, living a life of breakthrough, and how do you do that? And going through all the things that I've had to go through, a lot of that is just pruning and getting rid of junk, unforgiveness, bitterness, you know, looking at people and life in a different perspective, the way Jesus looks at people. That way there is no bitterness towards people, because you just know there's something going on with them, that it's not really them. It's not flesh and blood that we're dealing with. It's just enemy, right? But here's the thing is I have this Bible study in my group. I have this Bible study on Friday mornings that the Lord kind of told me to start, and I prayed about it. You know, I'm like, okay, Lord, this is from you. You know, just make it clear, because I'm so shoot, ready, aim that I'm always sometimes out in front of God, right? So I prayed about this one. I'm like, all right, I'm going to pray about this one. So just come to turn out talking with a friend, and just kind of, she was just pouring her heart out to me, and I just kind of said, hey, what's the Bible say? You know, and she didn't know. So it was kind of like, okay, there's my answer. So what are you doing on Fridays? And then literally 5 minutes later, I had another lady send me a Facebook message, said, hey, I want to get back in the Bible. What Bible studies do you recommend? I'm like, hey, I'm starting a Bible study. And then it kind of, you know, it's still kind of growing. So we have like 9 ladies that we meet every Friday. They're so faithful. But you know what they're developing is they're developing prowess. And do you know what prowess is? Prowess is when they each find their gift and then they hone it in for the benefit of others. And so that has been my journey, is just developing like a prowess, okay? And just, that is my thing. It's just I want to get women to wake up, to fully awake, to go out there, and, you know, they need us, right? The U.S. military knows that without women, they can fight a battle, but they will not win it, right? They developed, I read this book called Lioness Arising by Lisa Bevere. I love Lisa Bevere. We're so much alike, you know, we're just real like in your face type of, in a loving way. I guess some people might take it in a loving way, some others may not. But anyway, she talked about how the head of some military thing, and he's like, you know, we're losing in the war in Afghanistan. And do you know why we're losing the war in Afghanistan? It's like, because we can't reach the Afghan woman, and if you can't flip the culture, then you can't win, right? So basically, he was like, I need to equip my women soldiers with your book, right? And it's called Team Lioness. And so these women soldiers are now out there reaching out, you know, to the Afghan women. And that's what our church needs. And I don't mean church as in building. I mean church as in we as a church. You know, we cannot win this war without the women stepping up and awaking fully to go out there and develop their prowess. You know, what is your gift? What are you going to use it for? You know, dig out that strength. I know it's there. And I'm just, you know, I'm kind of scared, but I'm also excited on the other hand of the path that the Lord has me on. I'm so excited because I know that I'm on the right path, right? And I'm excited about the Bible study I'm writing, you know, which is going to lead into you know, I don't know. It's one of those things I'm still trying to discern, but I know it's at least a day conference where we're going to come together, and I'm going to encourage you, and I'm going to give you the tools that you can develop your prowess. But we first have to do some work of pruning, getting rid of the junk that you carry around, that you've been carrying around, the weight that you carry around, that you think that you're not good enough, that this is all for you. It doesn't matter how old you are. Okay? It does not matter how old you are. Today is a new day, and you can start to live in to what the Lord wants you to do. No more excuses, because that's the first thing is if you continue to make excuses, you'll never overcome it. And that's the thing. So I'm so excited about this day. Don't know where it is, where it's going to be or when it's going to be, but it's in the works right now, and God's ahead of me figuring that out for me. So do me a favor and connect with me on Facebook. Rachel, it's actually Women at the Well Ministries. Women at the Well with an E, like plural. Women at the Well Ministries. And then go to my website. It's just racheltucker.org, but it is Women at the Ministries, but it's kind of hard to say because that was what was available at this time. racheltucker.org, and sign up for my mailing list because I'm going to keep you up to date on the event and where I am at in this Bible study I'm writing, because I'm so excited about it. Because when I'm writing, it's not me writing this time. My first couple books, it was me. But this one is totally spirit, like driven. And you know, and I've been fasting, and actually I'm on day 3 of a no food fast. I haven't had any food for 3 days. This is my 3rd day. And I love the 3rd day because it's just so clear and crisp, and I feel so healthy and I have so much energy. And I know it's crazy. You don't know about that. That's one of the things I'm going to cover at the conference that we as Women at the Well Ministries are going to have. And I can't wait for you to meet the team. They're amazing. I mean, seriously, I'm nothing without them. So I'm so excited. So connect with me, and I love you guys. Peace.